this year, despite of the pandemic. The winner of this year's IBA Outstanding Young Lawyer Award is Michael Polak from the United Kingdom.
Thank you, Marie Brasseur, and thank you to the IBA for this award. Having seen the previous winners of it, I'm both honoured and humbled to have my name amongst theirs. At the time that I received notice that I'd won this award, I was working on the case of Mr. Mel Choksi. He was seized by a criminal gang, tortured, and subject to unlawful rendition from Antigua to Dominica, where an Indian hide jet was on the ground to whisk him away to India. This award gave me a lift when I needed it most, and the motivation to continue this type of work, seeking to defend individuals from repression. This award I dedicate to my brave clients, who I've had the privilege to represent, and the lawyers who I've worked with around the world. One particular recent case, which has demonstrated the power of lawyers working together across jurisdictions to protect fundamental rights, is the Cyprus rape case, on which I'm fortunate to work with Cypriot lawyers Nicoleta Haralambidou and Ritza Pekri, and Lewis Powell Queen's Counsel from the English Bar. I'm proud to work with the Uyghur people who face intense repression by the Chinese state because of their ethnicity and religion, and fortunate to call World Uyghur Congress President Dolkan Issa and London Director Rahima Mahmood my friends. They bravely speak up for their people at a very high personal cost, and their courageous fight for what is right inspires me. I also dedicate this award to my Uyghur clients who've been disappeared or subject to arbitrary detention by the Chinese courts and state, and their families who do not stop pushing for their release. Ezmet Enver, Rozia Mehmet Hemdul, Abdurrashid Totti, Tajgul Kadir, Muhammad Ali Abdurrashid, and Amitjan Abdurrashid, Abdullah Mahmud, Elijah Mahmud, and Sada Ali. In the future, the world will once again ask, why did we not do enough to act against this systematic repression? I hope that this issue is raised at the highest level, and that those who have fallen silent around the world follow the strong example set by courageous states, political representatives, and lawyers who raise this issue unbowed by coercive actions from the Chinese authorities. I dedicate this award to my friend Nathan Law and the brave people of Hong Kong, who have spoken up for principles we take for granted, despite how much difficulties doing so has caused them. The night is dark, but we can see a brighter point in the future because of your beliefs and your work. I dedicate this award to the Arrested Lawyers Initiative. They stand up for lawyers in Turkey who remain imprisoned en masse simply for their work attempting to protect the rule of law. And I dedicate it to Mr. Chow Van Kong, who I represent with Sydney lawyer Dan Nguyen. He's a 71-year-old democracy activist from Australia. He remains in prison in Vietnam because of his beliefs in democracy. I also dedicate this award to the human rights defenders Ahmed Mansour, Mohammed Al-Rokhan, and Nasser bin Gaith, prisoners of conscience, who continue to be detained by the United Arab Emirates. And I dedicate this to my friend Abdullah Mumin, who runs the Somalia Journalist Syndicate, standing up for journalists who work there in precarious conditions, and to the brave journalists in that country and around the world who inspirationally report the truth when doing so puts them in great danger. And to Ahmed bin Qasim, a fellow barrister, who in August 2016 was brutally taken away from his wife and young daughters and disappeared by the Bangladeshi authorities. He is not forgotten. I look forward to the Miami conference and to speaking to all of you over a drink or two. Finally, I thank my partner for her support and for letting me get away with taking calls and doing work in awkward places and at awkward times. To my parents and my friends and family in the United Kingdom, Australia, and Poland, and all around the world, your support gives me strength. Thank you.